first opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we'll see a contest from the National League Central between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals.
And now, your 2021
It's baseball on the show,
St.
and
Louis
it's coming up next.
Cardinals.
Miles Michaelis is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Into the box, Barry Larkin. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
So now to the plate, Joe Morgan. And it's fouled away. That average for him up in the 360s now. 7 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
0-2. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hit back up the middle. Smith is up with it, and there's out number 2. That brings up George Foster. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here it comes. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Striding in is Tony Perez. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. From the stretch. In there, 0-1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Bounce to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Cincinnati, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Michael Lorenzen will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
Larkin will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Batting second.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. Over the last 10 games, he's only hit 1 home run, and as a guy that hits in the middle order, they're expecting a lot more from him than just 1 bomb. The power just hasn't been there over this stretch.
Into the box now, Lou Brock. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average right at 280 coming in. 1 home run, 9 driven in. And it's 1-1 to Brock. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. 1 out, nobody on. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
Next to dig in, Michael Lee. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
2 out, nobody on.
No, that's
and maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Next up is Mark Maguire.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch on the way.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
High and deep to left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. At the track, the wall. Adios, pelota. So a 2-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
To the plate now, Yadier Molina. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The average coming in, 257. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Swing and a liner. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Flips it behind his back. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Now into the box is Jesse Winker, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Nope. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 in that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As the Reds are off the schneid, it's now a 2-1 game.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate. But the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
Into the box, Eric Davis. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Michaelis is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand. And not only that, you better have a strong throwing line.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
At the plate now, Eugenio Suarez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Barnhart, the runner at second with 1 away. High bouncer toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Lorenzen, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Again, another foul ball.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 pitch.
Count is 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home.
Nope.
And he
Ball
takes
4.
ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Barry Larkin. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Now at the plate is Joe Morgan. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation, and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
1-0. Here it is. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
1-1. Here it is. To 1-2 now.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Bottom of the inning now. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill.
The center fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. O'Neill tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 2-2. Lifted into center field. Winker is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 7, the third baseman.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big-time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also, soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Fouled off. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is foul right side. And it's fouled away. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
That brings in Tommy Edman. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 2 for 4. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
I like the way they're making him work out on that mound. They've taken a lot of early pitches right here. It's going to benefit them in the later innings.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Davis gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Here comes the 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
In now, Tony Perez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And next to bat will be Jesse Winker.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
3-0 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Stepping up is Eric Davis. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Digging in next, Tucker Barnhart. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Now here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One and one to Tucker Barnhart.
1-1.
The set and the 1-1. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Two and two. Here it is.
Full count.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They're down 2-1. At the plate now is Miles Michaelis as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Miles Michaelis.
From the stretch. Popped up. Perez is right there. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Next, here is Ozzie Smith. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Hey.
Strike taken up in the zone.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Morgan ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Next, it'll be Lou Brock. flew out in his only at-bat so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a two-out single.
Hey, after that hit right there, D'Lo, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Next to stand in is Michael Lee. He singled in his first AB. Now the pitch.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Brock is off at first with 2 away. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back in there. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he misses again. 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Here it comes. 2-0.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 2-1 is laid off up for ball number 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit to third. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line. On to second, but the throw is wide. Brock blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag, and he is out. Run left for the Cardinals. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and had hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Standing in now, Michael Lorenzen, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Suarez is on his way home. Safe at the plate. It's a 2-2 game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Stepping in now, Barry Larkin. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Throw over to first and the runner back. So now to the plate, Joe Morgan.
Outside,
as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. No hits to this point. There goes the runner. In there, now the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
3 runs, 7 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled to the right side. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Into the box now, George Foster. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Down the first baseline. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals 2. Ready to take his hacks again. Maguire blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Maguire.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
0-1, here's the pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Lifted in the air out to right. Davis is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Stepping in next, Yadier Molina. Now the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Barnhart over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
And now Tyler O'Neill flew out last time up. First pitch on the way.
Ball in.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. The pitch.
Aye. Count is full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Here's Foster backing up on it. Adios, pelota. Solo homer off the bat of Tyler O'Neill. Second home run early in the year, and the Redbirds have drawn even now at 3-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2 balls and a strike now. Now that's popped up. Barnhart is there, and that ends the inning. But the Cards are able to tie things up on this solo home run. We played 4, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. In now for the Reds, Tony Perez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Tony Perez.
And now the first pitch. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled hard down the line and left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to bite and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Into the box, Jesse Winker, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. Down the third baseline. The 1-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Perez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit hard but foul. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Kwang Young Kim comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Kwang Young Kim.
Eric Davis will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. As a look, now the pitch.
1-0.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
1 ball.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
No.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. First and second here with nobody out. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Tucker Barnhart is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So So now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
In there, strike one.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Fouled off. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez.
Yep, that ball went out.
He'll take a look at ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
From the belt, the pitch. High in the air out to center field. After it is O'Neill. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll tag him out at the plate. And that will keep our ball game tied as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple halfway home, tied at 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. He's set and the pitch. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Foster's got it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 33, Young Kim.
Stan Musial will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Cardinals, number 6, Dan Musial.
First offering on its way.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Oh, 1 count and the pitch. Popped up. Morgan has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Next to hit, Ozzie Smith. He flew out in his last debut. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. Morgan will put this one away, and the side is retired. Adam Wainwright takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 50, Adam Wainwright.
Ken Griffey will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Griffey.
First pitch coming from Wainwright as he sends it on the ground to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop, Barry Larkin.
So here is Barry Larkin. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's kicked out.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count in your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
This one's flared off to the right side. Lee will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Up next, Joe Morgan. It was a base hit last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. On to the bottom of inning number 6, tied 3 apiece.
Your
Lucas
attention,
Sims
please.
enters to do the
Now
pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
Now to the plate, here is Lou Brock. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
The left fielder, Lou Brock.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Comes set with the 0-1. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
And the runner will get back standing. At the plate now, Michael Lee, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. Brock aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Up high, 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Davis will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, first baseman, Maguire.
So stepping in is Maguire. 2 RBIs already, looking for more here. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and 1 away. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
In now, Yadier Molina, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And the runner back in standing. The 0-2 home towards second. Throw over to Perez will be in plenty of time, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Now to bat, George Foster. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
George Foster.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. 2-1.
Ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
We got full count.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swing and a liner, but this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Perez.
Standing in now, Tony Perez. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here it comes, 1-0.
Hey! 1-1. Ball, that's inside.
This pitch is popped up. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Reds are down in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Arenado.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's 1-1.
1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Winker is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
To the plate now, Tommy Edman. He swings and grounds it to short. On the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still tied 3-3. Ready to begin the 8th, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Eric Davis.
Number 34.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. So a runner 90 feet away with nobody out. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. First pitch on its way. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. And they'll put the tag on him for the out, but he'll at least get an RBI out of it. And stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Nicholas Castellanos will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch on its way. As Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit, 1 error, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Reds are on top, 4-3. Sean Doolittle is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 63, Sean Doolittle.
Paul Goldschmidt is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright. He's set. Here it comes.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Davis is camped under this one, and very quickly 1 gone.
The batter, number 1.
Tight game here.
4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the 2 starters. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Smith. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, that's it.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Here comes the 1-2. On the ground to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Well, will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
So now to the plate, Lou Brock. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back safely. There we go. Pops this one up. And no one will track it down. Smith leads off first with 1 away. Runner going a second time. And another foul ball. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Here comes another 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
At the plate now, Michael Lee, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He can bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. 2 out with a man at first. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground is short. Picked up by Larkin. Morgan's got the play at second, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Jordan Hicks enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now at the plate, Barry Larkin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Barry Larkin.
From the stretch, 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hicks, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-0.
Hey!
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next to hit is Joe Morgan, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now a throw over. Runner back standing. The 1-0.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the left side. Arenado's got it to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Standing in now, George Foster, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'm sure every pitcher on the staff could use an extra run right here. I know the bases are empty and there's 2 outs, but stay on the attack.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Reds go down quietly, and it remains a 4-3 game. Rob Dibble comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 49.
Mark Maguire will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. The pitch. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
At the plate, Yadier Molina. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
In there, 1-2 now.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Tyler O'Neill. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That evens it up 1-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
A one-run finish, 4-3 the final tally today. The Reds came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Lucas Sims gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Rob Dibble earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.